At the end of this tutorial, you will get advanced furnace, which smells everything very easy. Hello guys, I'm Saddamo the Bears and this is Advanced Furnace Tutorial Part 2. Let's get started. If you like what I do and you are not subscribed, consider subscribing. It's free. Videos like this one take a lot of effort to make. Thank you very much. Like, subscribe. The first thing what we need is going to be the switch, but we will use it as a lever. So let's try it. I will place the lever here, just like this. Now I need some cables. And let's do it this way. And maybe a T-section over here. T-section, corner here, corner over there. Let's connect everything around here, just like this. Now I'm going to connect this loop as well. Like, it's not needed, but it will look nice. So we have the cable, perfect. Now we need to place two IC housing, one here and one over there. So I need a little bit more cable. Let's do it. So corner here and corner over there. So now this is the IC housing 1 and this is going to be the IC housing 2. So another 2 pieces of cable here. Perfect. So we do have the IC housings connected. Right? So let's rename the IC housings just in case. So this is going to be IC1 and this is IC2 and this is going to be lever 1. This one dial, it will be dial input, and this one is going to be dial output. Just like this, piece of cake, right? So next step, I will program these consoles. So this console on the left will display the temperature inside the advanced furnace. So temperature, advanced furnace, just like this. This guy over here will display the pressure inside the advanced furnace. So just like this, pressure, and we will choose advanced furnace. Piece of cake, right? Next console over here will display the temperature of the gas sensor. So let's find the gas sensor, this guy here, and this console over here will display exactly same gas sensor, but it will be the pressure. So let's find the gas sensor. I have it. Piece of cake, right? So now we have the consoles working. So next thing, I will place some steel frame here, temporary. So I will take my magic wand, just like that, and we will place another dial here. So this is the dial, and maybe, not maybe, but I will use another lever. Maybe just like this. Perfect. So now I need to connect this dial and this lever to the rest of the network, and I can see I don't have the cable. That's fine, because I can spawn some heavy cables. This is a creative world. So just like this, T-section and piece of straight cable. Perfect. So now we have almost everything connected. I will rename this dial to, let's say, dial 3 or whatever, and this is going to be lever 2, just like that. Next thing what I need is a computer for programming the IC chips. I should have the proper card for programming the IC chip, so it's called motherboard IC editor. Let's place it here, and I will need a little bit more of cable. Okay, I do have the power line ready here. I'm using that RTG generators as a creative source of energy or power. So everything is alright. Let's take a look, and the computer is throwing an error, which is fine because I still need IC housing somewhere here. So I will place the IC housing, and this IC housing is going to be used for programming the chips. So I will connect it to the network and everything should be fine. So I will rename the IC housing. Let's do something creative. So subscribe now. Perfect, we have it. And let's try the computer now. Everything is running, and we can see that if we are going to program IC chip, we will do it here. So subscribe now. Thank you. I do have the programs for IC chips ready, so this is going to be the program for IC1. So load, overwrite, confirm, export. So that's the program for IC housing 1, and let's do the IC housing 2 or IC chip 2. So edit, I can do clear, and this is IC housing. This is the IC program for IC chip number 2. Confirm, export. I can take the IC chip and I will place it there. Now if I will run the IC chip or IC housing, it will show me what do I need to set the screws to. So let's try the screws on IC housing 1. So D0 needs to be advanced furnace. So let's find the advanced furnace. This is it. D1 is this dial input. So let's find it. So dial input. D2 is dial output. Let's do it. So this is the dial output. Screw D3 is this button. So let's find the button. So the button is almost there. Okay, we have the button, perfect. And the screw D4 is LED display, the small one, because we have only one. So let's find the LED display. And screw D5 is not used yet. Let's program the other IC chip. So I will run it. I will run the IC housing. It will show an error. But now we can see the labels for the screws, which is perfect. So screw D0 is going to be advanced furnace. Let's set it. So advanced furnace. The screw D1, this one, is going to be dial 3. So let's set it. Dial 3, that's this one. Screw D0 is going to be lever 2, this one. Let's do it. And screw D3 is going to be just lever, this one. So let's do it. So let's find the lever. I hope I didn't rename it. Okay, so it's lever 1. I'm sorry guys. And screw D4 is going to be the active vent, which is hidden here behind the consoles. So let's do it. So screw D4 is the active vent. Let's find the active vent. So just like this. Alright. Next step is very easy. We are going to remove this frame and we are going to build some chutes. So I will do a window chute, which is alright. It's up to you guys which chute you are going to use. So this is the window chute. And we need another chute somewhere here. So let's do window chute as well. And maybe corner here, just like this, further forward. So let's do it with this one and corner here, and we will place should bin somewhere here. Like if you want to place it as it is right here, it's up to you guys. So let's do the frame, one here, one over here, it's there, perfect. And I will finish the frames with my magic wand, just like that. We do have the shoot bin over here and it needs power to work. So I will go around this wall just like this and I will connect it to the power. So done. I will take these kit walls. So I will use the kit walls inside this space where is the advanced furnace to make it nice, and I want to seal off these pipes over here because otherwise they will transfer heat. I will take my magic wand and I will finish these kit walls. So just like this, just like that, boom, done. Of course, I don't want to jinx it, any explosions or anything like that. So let's do a composite wall over there, composite wall over here, just like that. And I want it just a few more and it will look much better. So composite wall there and there, and one more, and maybe we can place one more as the ceiling. So just like that. And I'm going to finish it with my magic wand. Or wand. Wand. So this composite wall, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. One more, and we have a nice cozy room for our advanced furnace. So let's make it a little bit better. Like you don't need the kit walls around these frames, but the kit walls, I think they will make it look much better. So I will get rid of the frames, just like that. And I will finish these frames around the furnace, and it looks a little bit better. So now I need to find the kit walls. I will finish now this furnace room with these kit walls, but this time I'm going to use them as windows. So window there, window over there, perfect. Now I need plastic sheets, just like that, and a little bit of glass. So this is going to be the inside window layer, just like that. And I will install a little bit more windows from outside, because then the windows will survive a little bit higher pressure. So just like that. Then I need plastic sheets, just like this, and a little bit of glass. Now I do have the windows finished on the furnace, just like this. Alright, now I am going to program these top consoles. So this guy will display the IC2, alright, this one. So let's do it. So IC2, And this guy or this puppy will display IC1. So let's find the IC1. Oh, it was there, just like that. I can see a mistake right now, so I need to change this console monitor to displaying the temperature, not the pressure. So this is the temperature inside the furnace room, alright? So the problem has been solved, and I was expecting like thousands of comments under the video like why the hell there is a pressure and the other consoles shows pressure as well. So now I'm going to place a tank connector somewhere here because I don't have a dedicated fuel line for my furnace, but if you do have, it's up to you. Like you can use a tank connector, you can use a small canister with a fuel or a fuel line or a fuel pipe, it's up to you. So I need a little bit of fuel, just like this. I will mount the canister or the tank to the fuel line. Let's see what happens if I will run these IC chips. Nothing, right? And that's good, because then I don't see any errors. So first thing first, we have everything ready for smelting something, but very important thing, my furnace is running all the time. It is always on. So that's the reason why I don't have any switch around here. If you need one, you can place a switch somewhere here with a really easy logic, but my furnace is running all the time. You don't need a switch, I guess. So I will switch this guy to value 1, which is switching that active vent behind that glass, and I will pull this lever. So we can see the active vent is removing the air from that room. And we want some really low pressure in that room. Maybe like 5 kPa or something like that. Really low. So I will wait a few seconds and this should be alright. So now I do have 15 kPa inside, which is alright. I will switch this dial to 0, which is changing the mode of that active vent, but be very careful now, because if you will pull this lever, you can blow up your windows. Let's do a test smelting. So this dial 1, which is labeled dial input, that is the fuel going inside the furnace. So I will have it set to 1. So we have almost 350 kPa inside the furnace, like that's the fuel pressure, and this is for the output. You can set it to 1, 2, 5, 10, it's up to you, whatever floats your boat, guys. Alright, so if I will press this button over here, I will start the furnace. That's the activating the furnace, and now we can see we have 7.3 MPa inside the furnace and we have 1600 degrees. On this console here, we can see the temperature inside that room, which is 1500 degrees and around 103 kPa. So now, if I want to lower the pressure inside that room, I will switch this dial and I will pull this lever just for a few seconds. Maybe just like that, and it's perfect. So now, what to do, right? We have the temperature and we have the pressure. So let's smelt, I don't know, steel, alright? So I will spawn some iron. I will spawn 3 stacks by 50. Left console shows what is coming inside the furnace and the right console shows what is happening, basically what we are smelting. So I will insert more iron so we can see the iron is coming inside. So we will get iron ingots, and this is the amount of stuff inside. So 50 more iron, and we will see, we will get 150 iron ingots, and that's it. But if we want the steel, we need 50 coal. So I will spawn a little bit of coal, just like that. I will place it there, and now the interesting part. We see nothing inside the furnace because it is not smelted yet. But now we can see we have the steel ready, alright? So if I will pull this lever, we will get the steel over here. So let's do it. Boom, we have 200G of steel. And let's try to do some other alloy, some random alloy. This is another optional part, so I will set these dials to 10. It's up to you, it can be 5, 3, 10, whatever. And let's vent the furnace, right? So if I will set this dial to 5, it means the furnace will output the gas through the exhaust, which I have here in the back of the furnace. But you can connect it to a filtration, and you can filter that gases which are coming out from the furnace. So I will wait for the furnace to be almost empty, and I will try to smelt something else, because first smelting in your furnace is a little bit difficult because you need to heat up the room around it, and that's what we did. Alright, so I will wait for the furnace to have 0 kPa or MPa inside. Like, you don't need to, but it's better to wait. So I'm still waiting for the furnace to get empty completely, so I'll be back in a sec. I am back, and the advanced furnace has no temperature and no pressure inside. So let's get some fuel. I will close the valve, which is connected to the exhaust, and this room around this furnace has still 880 degrees and 34 kPa of pressure. So let's pump some fuel inside the furnace. And we do have the self-combustion already. That's good. And let's try to smelt some tricky or hard alloy. Let's try nickel and copper. So this is the nickel. I will toss it inside, and we need copper. So this is the copper. And what is happening? Nothing, right? Because we don't have the right pressure and probably the right temperature. So guys, if you don't know the right pressure and the right temperature, I do have something special for you. And it's these frames. So one frame here and one frame over there. But I don't want to show you Mona Lisa. I want to show you something else, alright? Okay, that's me. So this is what I want to show you. Alloys in Celsius and alloys in Kelvin, right? So now we do have these nice frames. So what do we want to smelt? It was nickel and copper. That's Constantine. So it's 1:1, nickel to copper. Max pressure 10,000 kPa or 10 MPa. And the temperature in Celsius is max 1226. So what do we need to do? We need to lower the pressure first. So I will try to lower the pressure. So it should be a little bit less than 10 MPa. So I'm getting ready to stop the valve. So we have almost 10 MPa. Perfect. So I stopped the valve, but now we need to lower the temperature, and it is very easy to do. First, I will pump out the air around the furnace. I will switch this dial to 1. I will pull the lever. And we have the air from the room almost removed. Now I will switch it to 0. And that will be, we are going to suck the air from the planet inside the room with the furnace. So just like this. And it will lower the temperature of the furnace, alright? So if I did it right, I should see the constantan over here, and it's there. So this is how to do the tricky alloys, guys, alright? Use the active vent and the gas around in the air environment or from some kind of a tank. So this is how to do it. It is very easy to smelt any alloys. So now I will pull this lever and we will get constantan. Piece of cake, right? I forgot to mention that I do have a giveaway for first 5 comments under the video. These 5 pink microwaves. Thank you very much guys for watching. I will see you in the next one. This is the way.